I'm going to make something out of this really fast because it bugs me just sitting there. It looks like high quality material. Yeah, looks like pretty good stuff. So let me just try to knock something out really fast. Yeah, very nice. I've napped this kind of stuff before. It feels like a heat treat. The previous owner, come on. The previous owner abandoned it. I don't know why. It's such a nice material. Didn't want to look at it anymore. He wanted to hurl after breaking it. Right? That's my guess. Looks just right to me. I'm using the billet as an abrader, okay? I do have an abrader, but if I can use the tool, the billet as an abrader, I will. That way I don't have to be switching back and forth between tools if I'm able to do it. If I'm not able to do it, if it's not working out well, then I'll switch to using an abrader. Ouch. That one hurt. I could feel that one not going anywhere. Yeah. I felt that one. There's a crack in here too. So it looks like this is going to be the point. If I'm going to have to narrow it down. Well, I guess it's not too bad. Yeah, I already took it out. Alright, it is time for a abrader. Major issues removed. Should I stick with direct percussion? Yeah, maybe a few more strikes with direct percussion. No, not like that. Not like that. See that? That's what I get for wanting to do too much with direct percussion. Okay, come on. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can get the flakes I want with direct percussion. Oh, almost. Almost again. Yeah, I'm being a little bit conservative by not hitting way too hard. And it's just falling a little bit short of where I need them to go. Am I worried? A little bit worried, yeah. Because what seems easy to remove sometimes is not. Although it's high-grade stuff, I can't tell if it's heated or not. It feels like it is. Yeah, because that stuff, those kind of flakes are hard to do on raw stuff. Yeah. All right, so that's good enough for the direct percussion. If you want to know where to get good stuff like this, I got this at a Knapping. Just go to a Knapping. Bring some cash. Or bring something to trade. Not like obsidian though. Bring your own local rock. If it's halfway decent, someone will trade you just because they're bored with their own stuff. They'll trade you good quality stuff or bad quality stuff if they're bored with their good quality stuff. And yeah, there is such a thing. Some guys have property with good quality stuff on it. They get bored with it. They want to try something different. They want to try some man rock or something hard, something difficult, just to see where they are, see if they can do it. So don't think that maybe, yeah, they're not going to want my stone. They might not. You could be right. They might not, but I've seen it happen where you can trade lower quality stone for higher quality stuff. Especially if it looks kind of pretty. Yeah, it can be very low quality stuff, but if it looks pretty, guys will try to do stuff with it. Especially if their local stone is not that pretty, even though it naps well. Georgetown being a classic example, it's not that pretty of a stone. It's not like Flint Ridge or something like that. Even though I prefer to nap Georgetown over Flint Ridge. Even the heated stuff, you know, especially, I mean, I think all of it's heated anyway, just so it could be nappable. But you get what I mean. Even though it's heated and nice, as far as that goes, it's still a little bit brittle. I'd rather nap Georgetown, but Georgetown's not nearly as pretty. So if you have local stone that's pretty, I'm not saying you got Flint Ridge, but if you've got local stone that's pretty and it's not that great as far as nappability compared to something else, don't worry. You can trade it with reasonable success. Oh yeah. This is a little bit wonky, right? I could try to make another wonky blade, one that just follows and goes with the flow, follows the contours of the preform and just goes with the flow. That was not good. Is that better? That's not even better. It's terrible. Golly. What in the heck? Not even that worked? What is going on there? That's terrible. What am I doing? I didn't forget to grind. I think I'm losing my mind. I'm watching the clock is what I'm doing. My phone memory is almost full. It's like 98% full. So all I can do is something fast right now. Probably just a Biface. I'm wondering if I have a piece of rock in the tip here. Yeah, I got debris in the tip. That might be why these flakes are not, they weren't traveling well on this side. Either that or I was just being too conservative to do it. Let's see. Yes. It almost feels like a plastic. So that's how I know it's, well, not know, but that's how I gauge the heat treat sometimes, when it feels like unworldly. Not like, it's not natural. It's not natural. It feels like weird stuff. Then it's probably heat treat. Yeah. Okay, let's drop it. Let's drop it more than one time. Let's drop it like 5 times. Yeah. I'm not philosophizing today. I've been listening to some philosophy lately. Oh yes. Philosophy books. Listening to books on philosophy. And starting to buy more books. Audible. My subscription to Audible. It likes me. Because I've been buying more books. Oh yeah. I can listen to 100 books a year easy. It likes me when I do that. I'm not on track to listen to that many books this year, but as soon as I have cash to do it, I do it. I listen to all kinds of books. But anyway, I've been listening to philosophy books when I'm in the process of listening to them. I wait until I'm familiar with the new, or maybe the new ideas or the new book before I start talking about it. Although a lot of it becomes repetitious. Same old, same old. Yeah. How is it the same old, same old? Can I talk about how it's the same old, same old? Yeah, a lot of the old philosophers were writing under a system that was highly censorious. Sounds familiar, right? The powers that be did not want the philosophers to be espousing radical ideas like self-reliance and stuff. Rely on your own brain. Powers that be didn't like that kind of stuff, so they had to write in a way that wouldn't get them into trouble, and it makes them look kind of stupid. But if you have that in mind, and you go, why is it so stupid? You begin to understand. I think what he's doing is he's avoiding being killed. Got to do the stupid lip service to the authoritarian thing. Or if he's not doing lip service, he's omitting, leaving out the obvious next logical step or whatever. Because the powers that be do not want any resistance. Oh no. Now there are some philosophers that pay dearly for their opinions. Oh yes, that happened too. But most of them that are or were allowed to continue had views that were not too threatening to the status quo. They may have been slightly radical, but just enough to keep them, just safe enough to keep them out of jail. In many cases. Just this side of safe. They didn't wander too much into the other territory that would get him into trouble. All right. So yeah, unfortunately, that's why a lot of the ancient stuff is, although it can be revolutionary, like in the term of logic, or in terms of logic and mathematics, those types of discoveries, when it comes down to political views or social evaluations, the philosophers stayed away from some of that. Or intentionally left that out by not explaining too much of what the reality was. So we get watered down versions and we don't even know it. Yeah, we may only get a partial sample of their genius. We don't get the full story. Ouch. I need to clear that off. Yeah, what's so hard about that? Maybe get rocks embedded still. Yeah, I suppose that's good enough. I got a little crack right there. What is it? And it's much smaller than I anticipated, even though it's beautiful material. I only got little junky flakes, or little cruddies back. I only have little cruddies down here. You know, they're not that big. Can't use many of those. I still did not preserve all that much of the original mass. Oh yeah, this reminds me. Do a spoke shave where there's a point with 2 bases on it. I need to do one of those spoke shaves. Yeah, I think I'll do that next, but I'll do it tomorrow since it's getting late. Do a spoke shave. Hopefully I'll review this video and remember to do the spoke shave thing. Sometimes I don't review my videos and I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it because I didn't review the video. Just posted it. That's it. Yep. Sometimes I don't review. I don't know. When I get into these battles with the step fractures, sometimes I lose these step fracture battles in the battles with the wonky stuff. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead right there and see what else I can do. I should regularize it. It's some cool peanut butter looking stuff. Yeah. It's some cool peanut butter looking stuff. I've got artifacts made from this type of material. It's excellent stuff. But you get too spoiled and you start making mistakes. Everyone wants this kind of church. This is some of the best ever. Even though it looks like it's kind of crackly and temperamental. And I messed up here at the tip earlier with a lot of gouging and stuff. You know, when I did these dum-dum flakes up here. Even so, if I had a ton of this stuff, that'd be awesome. I could get used to it and then make some really nice stuff. You could do all sorts of flaking patterns with this stuff. Easy. Oh yeah. Flaking patterns. The old parallel flaking that everyone wants to see. I could do it with this. And, yeah, I think I've seen a Folsom or two made from this type of stuff. Although I don't know I don't think Folsom heat treated their stuff, but who knows. I saw that the agate basin or the Angostura types, they were heat treated many times. And that's late Paleo. Oh yes, Angosturas and agate basins had a lot of heat treat. How do they know? Because of the change in color. It's not because of they've been testing the material itself. It's the change in color. I don't know if there's accurate tests where you can remove a sample of the material and see if it's heat treated. I don't know if they have those type of tests to determine the heat treatment or not. No, they're going by the color and consistency. So a lot of the agate basin and Angostura types were heat treat, made from heat treat. So that's an encouraging thing, because I got a lot of heat treat and I can make a lot of those agate basins and do some parallel flaking and stuff on those first before I dive into other types, just because they're relatively easy as far as the shape goes. Relatively easy. They're not narrow and pointy. They're not long, narrow, and pointy. They're the opposite. They're short, wide, and kind of blunted. Easy. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Getting down to the end here. Let's see if I can just finish up the biface and call it good. Let you guys mess with it after that. How's that? I won't put any notches or anything in this one. I would just make a Frio out of it. I'll just ruin it. Yep. Make a dumb old Frio. That's what I would do. What are the artifacts I have made from this? Mainly Marshall points. Marshall, Ejetta. I think I have a Paternalis or two. No, I've got several Paternalis made with this or something similar. I got Bolverde made with this. A lot of those archaic points. Yeah, I got Jetta, Baker, Marshall. I don't know about Marcos, but I got Marshall made from this. And Paternalis. Okay. There. I'm out of time now. The memory is full on the phone. I'm going to upload all my videos. Hopefully tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, should be able to. Golly, this is so nice. Yeah, it's nicer than Georgetown. Believe it or not, it is nicer than Georgetown. That's about as nice as you want to get. Yeah, or as nice as you can get. If it's nicer than Georgetown, it's either hornstone or this kind of stuff. Wish I knew. I would call it peanut butter chert. Not very translucent. Excellent sharpness. Excellent, excellent. And it flakes well as long as you control the initial edges well and not take it for granted. It'll spoil you. You can run flakes on this even though the edge is not perfect. But then you get those big gouge outs like I got. Yep. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah, I've installed some step fractures. Yes, I did. What am I doing? That's what I get for symmetrizing it. Trying to get some symmetry. I'm going really fast. Good enough. Okay. Yeah, I'll just offer it like this. Should be good enough. All you need to do now is notch it. I might work on the edge a little bit better, but it's really, really sharp right now, so maybe not. Okay. Good enough.